said he broke off his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein nearly 2 decades ago because he kept hiring away staffers from Mar-a-Lago. And he provided more detail on Air Force One.
Did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Giuffre?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Virginia Giuffre, according to a lawsuit she filed, was recruited by Ghislaine Maxwell as a teenager, provided sexual services to Jeffrey Epstein and also to other associates. She reached an out-of-court settlement 3 years ago with Prince Andrew.
I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and entrapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day. He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it.
Tragically, Virginia Giuffre committed suicide in April. Molly, there was a big media buildup about Ghislaine Maxwell testifying on Capitol Hill, and then her lawyer comes out and says, well, she'll do it if the president either commutes her sentence or pardons her. But now she's been moved to this minimum security facility in Texas. So it's hard to say that this is over. They're still courting her. What do you think?
Well, in addition to the horror of what happened with Jeffrey Epstein and his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, and by the way, I cannot imagine a less sympathetic figure for a pardon or commutation than someone who helped engage in that kind of abuse of children.
Neither can I.
But it's also true that the prosecutions have always been somewhat weird with this story, and I think we've learned, in addition to how awful the actual acts were, prosecutions don't quite make sense. The handling of him in prison don't quite make sense. And so it is completely legitimate to look into these things. It's also true that the media aren't probably operating in good faith here. If they genuinely cared about this story, they would have cared about it for many years. Nothing that has come out is particularly new. We already knew about the fact that Jeffrey Epstein lived in Palm Beach. And also, if they cared about it, I feel like when Jeffrey Epstein's very close friend, Bill Clinton, the former president of the United States, spoke at the Democrat National Convention last year, they would have made a big uproar about it if they legitimately cared about this story. It looks like they're just trying to figure out a way to go after Trump like they always do.
It is kind of amazing that 6 years after his death, we are still talking about this. And Annie, I mean,